Hey everybody, it's your girl Krissy Cela here, and I'm coming to you with another YouTube video, but this one is going to help you intensify your home workouts. I know a lot of us are stuck home right now and we're panicking, we don't know what to do, we don't know how to intensify our workouts, so I truly hope these 5 tips help you along the way. Please make sure you leave a little like and hit that subscribe button, which goes a long way, and let me know if you found this video effective. I'm more than happy to do more. Let's go. Okay, so I've got Buttons here with me to help me along the way. Oh, little boy. Hi, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Thanks for my kisses. So we're gonna go through 5 easy and quick tips that I hope they help along the way. Now, we're stuck at home. We don't have many weights. We don't have access to machines. We don't have access to things we would normally have access to. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty lucky. I have a barbell, I have plates, I have a cable machine. Yeah, Buttons, I'm here. I love you so much, but we gotta help the community here, right? Gotta help our sisters out. Down. So like I was saying, I have a cable machine, I have barbell, I have plates. I actually made that order way before the first ever lockdown. I don't know, something told me to build a home gym. I don't know what it was, but I did it. It's tiny, but I love it and I'm so thankful I have those weights. But a lot of people don't have access at all to any type of resistance. So what are you gonna do, right? You don't have the things that you normally have. You're feeling kind of like, mind my language, but you're feeling kind of shitty because it's like, oh, I had all this progression, I don't want to lose it. So as your trainer, I'm here to tell you that I want you to start training smart. So what does that mean? Training smart means if you don't have access in the facilities to what you had access to before, what is it that you can work on and improve whilst you are in this lockdown? What can you improve on? I know 100% you can improve your body weight movements, such as your pistol squats, your push-ups, your incline push-ups, your staggered push-ups, and other form of body weights. I know for a fact you can improve on your endurance and your stamina with walking, running, sprinting, skipping. You can do all of this in the comfort of your own home and also going outside and getting some fresh air. I want you to train smart and not bog yourself down with the fact that you don't have access to the things that you had access to before. We get it, like we're all in the same boat. However, you can train smart and you can find other things to improve on to really help you along the way. Tip number 2 is all about mobility and flexibility. When's the last time you worked on your ankle mobility, your hip mobility, your upper body mobility? This is a perfect opportunity for you to really focus on flexibility and mobility. This is a chance for you to work with your body, flow with your body, and find out how your body truly can move and new capacities that your body can move. Find a simple drill that you can follow on a daily basis. If you want one, let me know in the comments below and I'm happy to actually record one for you, giving you a step-by-step guide. So the whole point is you're stuck at home and you don't have many weights, but you have your body weight. You also need to practice on your flexibility. Practice on moving your bodies in ways that maybe you didn't have time to before. I get it, we're all busy. We finish work, we finish our 9 to 5, we're rushing to the gym or we're rushing home to work out, or we're working out before we actually go to the office and we simply never have time. We have to pick up our kids, we have to come home and cook. There's always something to do, and the last thing on your mind sometimes is, well, for me all the time, is mobility and stretching. So utilize the time you have now to actually do the things that maybe you've wanted to do for a very long time but you haven't had the chance to. So mobility and stretching, flexibility are things that I want you to focus on. Tip number 3, now this is gonna apply to some people, not all people, but I truly just hope this helps. This is the time for you to let any slight little pains, slight little aches that you've ignored in the past heal. This is a time for you to rest. This is a time for you to recoup and to recover. I know you might be sitting there thinking, really, Krissy, is this really a tip? But honestly, when's the last time you actually gave yourself a full deload week? I know what comments I'm gonna get. People are gonna be like, I've given myself a whole deload month, Krissy, what are you on about? But seriously, if you're someone who's always training and putting so much pressure on your body and constantly performing, it's time for you to give yourself a deload week. Give yourself a week where you can rest, maybe do some active recovery such as walking, maybe some gentle skipping, nothing crazy. But seriously, work on rest and recovery. And this is the perfect opportunity to utilize tip number 2 as well with your mobility and your stretching. So if you have any nagging little pains, any aches, any really sore wrists, I always get really sore wrists, let them rest for a bit, let them recover. 7 days of rest and recovery is not the end of the world, and your body needs it. I cannot stress that enough. So please rest and recover, allow your body to heal properly before you go back to perfecting your body weight movements, perfecting your agility and your stamina and your endurance, and also perfecting your mobility and stretching. So rest and recover. Tip number 4 is I want you to start working on your endurance. Now, what does that mean? You need to understand something. When you go back to the gym and you have access to all this weights and you have access to machines, the last thing I want you doing is lifting as heavy as you possibly can. You're not only going to cause yourself so much pain and ache to the point where you probably won't want to go back to the gym the next day because you're going to be too sore. You're also going into it with the wrong mentality. Don't go into the gym thinking, okay, I'm going to lift as heavy as possible, do as much as I possibly can, when my body isn't even used to that and hasn't been used to it for a very, very long time. You need to ease yourself back into it. So imagine, the way I would picture it is, imagine you had an injury and you had to ease yourself back into something. That's exactly the concept you need to have when you go back into the gym. So instead of going back to the gym and trying to hit a 1 max rep, 5 to 6 reps, that's not the range you should be hitting. You should be hitting the 15 rep ranges, building that momentum, building that strength back up before you're reducing the reps and increasing the weight. That's how I would go about it. So the reason I want you to work on your endurance is your endurance will help you progress to that 15 rep range, because you need your endurance to keep you going. It's not about how heavy you can lift, it's about getting that weight up on the 15 rep range to increase your endurance and increase your strength. And then after a few weeks, 4 weeks of getting that 15 rep range, you start reducing your rep range to 12, 10 reps, increasing your weights. You would have built the perfect foundation to getting your 1 max rep with months to come. Not weeks, months to come. So essentially, build your endurance, hit that 15 rep range when you go back to the gym for 4 to 5 weeks. Then after you've built that foundation of your strength, you reduce your rep range to 12 to 10 reps, increasing your weights, and then progressing as the months go on. This will also prevent major injuries from occurring, major soreness from occurring to the point where you don't even want to go back to the gym because you're so stiff and achy. And also, the fact that you would have been perfecting your mobility and perfecting your stretching, it's going to allow you to actually recover a bit sooner than you would have naturally, because you're stretching out your muscles, you're mobilizing your body, and you would have built that great foundation of endurance, mobility, and also perfecting your body weight. So, see, everything goes hand in hand. Tip number 5 is probably the best tip that I'm going to give you. And that's to start educating yourself on how your body functions and how your body moves and what your body needs in order to perform the way you want it to perform. Now, what do I mean by that? It's not enough to just follow an Instagram video you found. Yes, Instagram videos are helpful and there's so much free content out there that you can utilize. But I really want you to start doing movements and you to understand how your body is functioning and why your body needs to perform these exercises the way you need to perform them. Like, why is it important that when you're performing a squat, your knees need to be pushed out, your chest needs to be upright, your core needs to be embraced and engaged? Why are these things important? Don't just do it for the sake of some influencer telling you or a trainer telling you. Really start educating yourself to understand what this person is talking about. I want you to be the brightest bulb in the room. I want you to go into the gym when it's time to go back to the gym and be so ready, prepared, and really understand how your body moves and functions. So start educating yourself. Start reading a book, start reading a paper, an article. Just find something to really start understanding how your body functions and moves. This also goes hand in hand with nutrition. I want you to start really educating yourself on the foods that you eat. Why is it important to consume micronutrients and macronutrients? Why is it vital to drink the water that you're drinking? Don't just drink it because a magazine tells you to. Don't just eat it because a recipe on Instagram shares it with you. Start understanding the importance of nutrition and how important it is to fuel your body. And you will start understanding how important food is, and food has never been the enemy, it's been your best friend this whole time. So I hope these tips helped. I truly hope that you've learned something new today, and I hope that you apply something that I've provided in this video. So to recap, work on your body weight movements and form. Start working on your mobility and flexibility. Allow your body time to rest, recover, and improve on the little nagging bits of aches and pains that you've been feeling every time you work out. Start working on your endurance in order for you to build a foundation to accumulate more strength over the months to come when you go back to the gym. And also, start educating yourself, which is probably the most important thing I'm ever going to tell you. You need to be the brightest bulb in the room. Don't rely on anyone else. So there we have it. I hope this video helped you. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see that mobility routine. I'm happy to record that for you. And if you want a good read, like if you're sat at home and you don't know what to read, get my book, Do This For You. You are going to absolutely love it. Literally on Amazon, we've nearly got 400 reviews in 4 weeks, which blows my mind. Everybody is loving Do This For You. It's gonna really help you refine your why, like why you're doing the things you're doing. It's not just about fitness, it's about discipline, self-development, and it really gets you thinking. So if you want a thinking book, if you want a book that you really gotta think about your life, this is the book for you. So I'll put the link in the description box, so give that an order and let me know if you've got the book already. I love you always and forever, and I truly appreciate you, and I hope this video was helpful. I'll see you next time for another one.